What can you tell us about Season 16?
Wind back time a little bit. In Season 13, we obviously saw Flameheart return and resurrect the Burning Blade. And he's been sending Reaper players out, collecting what seems to be knowledge and information from these skeleton camps, ancient knowledge and ancient information. And Season 16 is going to be very much focused on the next stage of Flameheart's journey. And he is bringing back his Order of Bone and Blade, which is a new type of skeleton. Ooh. And we're going to be seeing more of where that information that you've been collecting has led him and what he's doing. So yeah, it's very much Reaper focused, and players can expect to see their first voyages for the Reaper's Bones as well. But of course, it's Reapers, so they will have a PvP kind of twist to them.
Spicy PvP voyages.
Spicy PvP voyages. Sounds exciting, but what does that actually mean? I guess we'll have to find out. But before we jump into any speculations or guesswork, let us wind back time a little bit and cover some lore, because to understand what Flameheart's goals may be, we need to understand Flameheart. Flameheart's story begins with him beating the Grand Maritime Union. Then he became a pirate captain, claimed the Burning Blade, drank from a chalice in celebration but got cursed and became a skeleton lord. Fought the pirate lord and sank his ship, promised to unchain the seas, got blown up by Duke and DeMarco, but before that he bound his soul to his remains, then unknowingly got set free by Arthur Pendragon, haunting the seas in the shape of a ghostly head with a fleet of ghost ships from the Sea of the Damned, and then he vanished. But not for long. His son, Flameheart Jr., now the Servant of the Flame, swore to bring him back. A battle ensued, and Pendragon destroyed Flameheart's skull, but the Servant recovered his body. The battle between the Reapers and Athenas continued, and this time the Reapers decimated. Flameheart was resurrected, and Arthur Pendragon was bound to a painting again. The Sword of Souls, now tainted by Flameheart's soul, was stolen by LeChuck, then stolen back by the Pirate Lord, and finally stolen again by the Reapers. Now with the newly named Blade of Souls in hand, Flameheart makes a full return on the Burning Blade, establishing skeleton camps across the sea and performing ancient rituals. But what are these rituals for? And what role does the Blade of Souls and we as players play in this? It's time to make some speculations. So we know one of Flameheart's goals is to unchain the seas, which basically refers to tearing down the trading companies and also becoming the one true king. We also know that he's working towards bringing back the Order of Bone and Blade, and that the rituals are allegedly being done in search of ancient knowledge and information. But what if it's more than just knowledge? If we pay close attention to the Burning Blade event and everything that comes with it, we can note that the Blade of Souls is always part of the equation. When you mend the Burning Blade and complete one of the rituals, a stack is added to the Blade of Souls. The reason we know it goes to the Blade of Souls instead of directly to the ship is because when the Burning Blade gets taken down, guess what? The sword remains, and it has the ritual stacks directly on it. So with each ritual, we are filling and potentially even powering the Blade of Souls with an ancient soul or ancient memory. I pulled together some screenshots, in-game clues, and lore from the Sea of Thieves and laid it all out in a graphic in Photoshop. And to help break it down, I've asked my friend Appa to walk you through it. Take it away, Appa.
Let's take a look at the comic scene where Arthur Pendragon meets Madame Olivia. In it, Olivia demonstrates her ability to, as Arthur puts it, extract their souls, their memories, from skeleton skulls. That phrasing will matter later. Next, we hear from Flameheart. You might have noticed my orb. My oracle, as its master, it now only reveals its secrets to me. They will be the key. This is the same orb that once belonged to Madame Olivia. He also says, the Burning Blade delivers ever more ancient memories to me every day. This refers to the skeleton camp rituals where we extract what appears to be the souls of ancient priests from the orbs of secrets. These souls are brought to Flameheart, who likely uses his oracle to extract memories from them, similar to how Madame Olivia used skulls. Notably, after completing a ritual on the Burning Blade, new skeletons spawn on the ship. Then there's the Monkey Island Tall Tale, and a quote from the Pirate Lord. In this tale, LeChuck uses the Blade of Souls, empowered by memories, to trap Guybrush in the Sea of the Damned. The Pirate Lord explains, it was created to release captive spirits, referring to the original sword Madame Olivia gave Arthur. But when fully reforged as the Burning Blade, it will grant LeChuck the power to enslave them. We've seen this reforged blade used by LeChuck to control Guybrush, Elaine, the player, and even Pirate Lord himself. Finally, the Pirate Lord gives us a major hint about Flameheart's true ambition. I fear his ambitions stretch beyond the bounds of our home here on the Sea of Thieves. Perhaps beyond the Shroud, perhaps even elsewhere. This most likely points to the Sea of the Damned.
Alright, thank you Apple for walking us through that. In short, we know that the Orbs of Secrets hold the souls of ancient priests, and Flameheart is using the Oracle to extract the memories and in turn their knowledge out of them. And based on what the Pirate Lord said about Flameheart's ambitions, it's safe to assume that the knowledge that Flameheart is seeking is going to help him go beyond the Shroud, go beyond to the Sea of the Damned. Now, there are very few characters that are capable of traveling to and from the Sea of the Damned, and the ones that are able to do so do it by using the power of the Veil Stones. For example, the Pirate Lord that uses the Veil of the Ancients attached to his staff, and the Dark Brethren that made a staff using the eyes of the Gold Hoarder that happened to be twin Veil Stones. I think it's safe to assume that Flameheart is trying to turn the Blade of Souls, the Burning Blade, into a tool that is capable of breaking the Shroud to the Sea of the Damned. So with all of this in mind, all the lore, all the history, all the new information that we've gathered, what can we expect to see in Season 16? I guess we'll be finding that out soon. But I am curious to hear your guys' thoughts, so make sure to leave a comment down below, and don't forget to subscribe for future uploads.